Good afternoon, Golden Eagles, and welcome to the Weekly Wrap Up Show on Southern Miss Radio. You're tuned in to WSM 88.5 FM. I'm your Southern Miss Radio Program Director, Adeline Fields, and today we're taking a look back at what SM2 has been up to this past week, as well as what's coming up next. SM2 is Southern Miss's student media network covering news, entertainment, sports, and campus events across multiple platforms. Today we have with us a bunch of our student leaders, so we will be back talking with Jared from Stratcom right after this quick break. Welcome back to Southern Miss Radio's Weekly Wrap Up. Starting off, we have Jared here from Stratcom. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us a little bit about what's been going on with Stratcom and all the social media stuff.
We've had a lot of good things going on. Yesterday, we actually had a new episode of Southern Miss Says on our Instagram and Facebook pages, and it was a really good one. It was a big. They went and asked Southern Miss students which black figure would they take out to eat, and it was really funny. It's a lot of fun, so I recommend everyone go check that out.
Awesome. Any other fun posts coming up, or?
We actually remade a video we did a long time ago yesterday, where we went around campus and just found all the places where you could find the student prints. They have their little station set up. Something I had a lot of fun with was we got to a point where we were just going into every building on campus just to see if they had one, and myself and Alexander, who's our digital manager, we had a lot of fun just exploring a lot of buildings we'd never been in.
Cool.
It was like a scavenger hunt for y'all.
Yeah.
So what are, is it pretty much all over campus?
Oh yeah, for sure. There was buildings that we had never been in, and we immediately walked in, and the first thing we saw was a student prints box set up, so it was really cool.
Awesome. I feel like sometimes I'm looking for a paper and like here, and there will be none, and then I have to go hunt down a paper somewhere because they're all out. So I'll have to go watch that video. Is it out yet?
No, it's coming out soon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But a sneak peek, if you want a student prints, go in the area by the LAB. There's 40 of them, so you'll definitely find one.
Cool. Well, awesome. What kind of content should we be expecting to see soon?
We're actually gonna do a lot more pre-written content where we're just promoting the divisions and showing more of what each division does. In the past, we've done a lot of mini mic videos, and we're gonna continue to do those sometimes. But we definitely want to focus more on the other divisions, so we're gonna find creative ways to promote them.
Cool. Super exciting. Anything else you wanted to share?
That's about it.
All right. We've got a news wrap from Sophia Vitrano reporting on double majoring at USM, and right after that, we'll be back with Max. Welcome back to the Weekly Wrap Up. We now have Max here with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So tell us about some of the content that has been coming out of SM2.
So for print right now, one of the articles that really highlighted, got my attention was Connor Whitecotton's article on Joji. I like music and I like everything that he's doing, and we discussed him doing coverage on Mitski next week. During that pitch meeting, it was between Mitski and Bruno Mars, and everybody was like, "I don't know who Mitski is."
What?
No, yeah. Everybody, look. Everybody was like, "I don't even know who that artist is. Do Bruno Mars," and I was like, "What? Nobody knows?"
Mitski. Oh my gosh.
We're unwell.
We've got to, we've got to
No,
educate
yeah.
the people.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Are you calling us uncultured?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, like she's
Little.
not that small of an artist."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what he says about that. And I know next week, like there was that Othello play that was last night. We're having some coverage on Prince as well. And for SMTV, we did have a lot of coverage on like Black historians and stuff like that for Black History Month. So that was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Any like, sneak peeks into what's coming up next, or we'll just have
I
to stay
know we're having some coverage on attendance at sports and stuff like that. We're going to be looking into how that is. There's also going to be coverage on a country music singer I think Gabby is covering.
tuned? Okay.
So I'm excited to see what our lovely MMJs have in store for us.
Is that going to be like a local country singer or like a bigger?
I believe, I need to go back and check. I believe it was something a little bit more big, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay. Cool. I like all of the music stuff.
No, yeah, I'm digging all the music. I love music. But yeah, the Mitski thing, that shocked me last
Yeah.
week.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that.
Well, I played TikTok audio and they were like, "Oh, well, I know what that is now." And I'm like,
Fools.
"No, yeah."
Shame.
There was one student, I was like, "How?" Like, she seems like the type that would listen to Mitski. And she was like, "I don't listen to TikTok." And I was like, "Yeah, but this seems like up your alley." She was like, "I don't know."
Also, the person is more than the TikTok audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
I'll hook y'all up. I hope y'all play Mitski on here.
I'm not sure if we do. We'll have to look, and
We'll
maybe
have to fix that.
Yeah,
This
maybe-
one's for you, Max.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else you wanted
I
to talk about?
I think that's just
content?
about it.
All right. Well, we've got another news wrap from Caden Robbins reporting on the USM Honor House history, and right after that, we'll be right back with Vivian Cookmeyer. We're back with the weekly wrap up on Southern Miss Radio. Now we have Vivian with us. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, y'all. Another week on the weekly wrap up.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Always here. So, tell us about some of the stuff going on with creative, maybe sports.
Yeah, so Cam and I have been working really hard to kind of create more structure within the sports division. I think I talked about that a few weeks ago. And we have a lot of new people on the team as well, but we have them covering so many sports right now, probably the most sports we've covered in a long time. We're covering tennis now, which I know both coaches are very appreciative of that. We're covering baseball, of course. We're covering basketball, which basketball is kind of wrapping up at this point, but we've been covering a lot of different things, and I think it's been going really well. Our sports segment has been much more filled out in the last few weeks for SM2. And we also, just today in our leader meeting, we're talking about some ideas to be promoting more of our sports content on social media. So that's super exciting. Stay tuned on Instagram, Facebook, all the places. And then, yeah, so we've just been kind of working on getting them all situated and kind of growing their skills. Typically, 2 of them will go out to a game and one of them will be in the press box and they'll end up writing the article, which that's a talent of its own. I definitely could not do that. And then somebody's on the court or on the field filming. And so we have some new people that are kind of trying to learn both of those things. And then we also, Javon Thorpe, who's our photo editor, he has been really wanting to get into sports photography. So he's been also going out there with him. And he's been doing a really great job covering the games. And he's been getting really great pictures. I'm really proud of him. So that's very exciting because we really haven't had a specific sports photog in a long time. So it's really exciting to see that. And yeah, creative's been really, really busy. We've been working with Roy Howard to create some commercials for them. We just had a really good meeting with Nicole and Whitney, who both work down there. They kind of run the ship down there, so it's been really great getting to work with them. And then the computer science department, we're also working on a commercial with them. And the learning assistant program here on campus, we've been working with since the end of last semester. And they have just been so kind to us, and we actually had some issues where we lost footage due to a technical issue, so we've had to be refilming that in the last few weeks. So we're finally getting to wrap that up, but Dr. Allen over there, she's so sweet, and Gail, they're both so nice, and they've been really helpful for Micah and her team to kind of redo things that we've already had to do and been very understanding. So it's been going really well, and I'm really excited to see the final products of all these projects that we've been working on. I know they've been working really hard to make it be the best that it can be.
That's super exciting. So just curious, with the creative division, is there any way for people to like see the kind of work that they're creating for clients, or is it more like on a private kind of basis?
I don't even know if we've actually addressed that before, and this has kind of been a question in the back of my mind, but I don't know why we wouldn't be posting this on like our YouTube and stuff. It's like kind of like a place to hold those things.
Like a portfolio of sorts?
Yeah. So I think that's kind of a conversation we need to have, because I don't know if that's necessarily been a thing before, but I know that they put a lot of work into this, and I think that it should be out there. So I don't know. We shall see, but I think for sure the Roy Howard stuff you'll see on their stuff.
Okay.
We're doing a hype video for them and commercials, so that will be probably put on their social media as well. So you'll at least see that one. The other ones, I know the Learning Assistant program, that will go on their website, their USM website page. So if you go there, you can see it there. But yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm excited. Also, we are looking for MMJs. We want to hire some more MMJs. If you are work study eligible, that's great. It is a volunteer position. But we are down some numbers, and we would love to create more content, and we want to give more opportunities for our students. So multimedia journalists, their kind of expectations every week. We do a radio wrap, an article, and a package, a video element. And it's a really good experience because in the real world, news stations are looking for multimedia journalists. You don't get to do one thing anymore. That's just the way that the world and the digital age. And what's interesting is that other universities don't operate in this way. So we're very unique in the fact that we actually have true multimedia journalists on our team. We are preferably looking for somebody in the digital journalism program who's a junior or senior, who has already had those basic classes, just so you're not floundering trying to figure out what's going on in the moment. But it's a great opportunity, and there is a link in our bio on Instagram and Facebook for the volunteer form. So if you go to sm2.usm on Instagram, you can find that there. There's also a post about it with more information if you're kind of confused or trying to figure out more of what you need to know. And yeah, just come up to the third floor. We are always up there if you have any questions. We're more than happy to have you on the team. And I always say this, but SM2 is a family, so come join us.
Our
Yeah.
big happy family.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, I really think if you even have like just a tiny part of you that's interested in it, like reach out to our people, because I mean, we've had students get job offers based on their portfolios that they create working here. And it's really, really great experience. And the work that our MMJs come up with is shocking that it's coming from students that, you know, don't even have their degrees yet.
Right, with a variety of basic knowledge, because some of them are freshmen and some of them are juniors or seniors. So
Yeah. And then on top of that, you know, you're networking out in the community. You're like, even beyond the
Technical
work that you're
skills.
creating and like all of that, you know, you're meeting people in the community that could, you know, you could get your foot in the right door, you know.
Yeah.
So you'll reach out. It's a great organization to be a part of. We want you guys.
Yeah, and I know MAB Day was yesterday, which is Mississippi Association of Broadcasters. Basically, this happens every year where professionals come to College Hall and they review your portfolios, your reels, your resumes, and of course we sent as many of our students as possible to go down there. But a lot of times our students get internships or jobs like immediately on the spot. So it's a really great opportunity for you to get those, like be in that position. And just the skills that you're learning beyond the technical skills are worth more than anything. And I don't know, I just think it's a really good opportunity. So
Yeah. So how can people reach out and apply?
So if you go to Instagram or Facebook, the link is in our bio for the volunteer form. And there is a post about it, so there's more information, more in depth if you have any questions. And then you can also contact me or Dr. Beverly via email if you have any questions. That's a longer thing, but we're always around. And also one or both of us is always in the newsroom on the third floor. So if you want to come up to College Hall on the third floor and come ask, we're always there.
Awesome. Anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I think that's it.
All right, well, I'll move over into the radio stuff. So this past week we had a lot of great interviews. Monday, actually, I got to host, which is not the norm for me, but it was fun. I talked with one of my professors from an intercession class I took over the winter break this year, Dr. Angela Ball. She just released a new book of poetry called Steeplechase. And so she talked about the Visiting Writers Series event that was on Tuesday, that she read some things from her new book. And that interview was really, really great. She's such a cool professor that we have on campus. So really think, you know, if you haven't seen that, go check it out on YouTube, because really cool lady. Tuesday, we had discussions about USM's production of Shakespeare's Othello. Wednesday, we had Dr. Timothy Gutman on Can Ancient Chinese Philosophy Make America Read Again? And Thursday, we had Dr. Jackie McIlwain speaking about Southern Miss Clarinet Day. Next week, we have a full schedule. We've got 6th Street Museum District coming in, where smoke meets soul, so you can learn about that. Tuesday, we have the Spectrum Center of Hattiesburg coming in for a chat. Wednesday, we've got Dr. Nick Seraldo and Dr. Ben McIlwain talking about their project. And Thursday, we've got Hector Boldo, Jacqueline Gonzalez-Wooten, and Tom Boldo discussing the Language of Blooms event. So lots of stuff coming up, and as usual, we have our student-run shows sprinkled throughout. We've got, you know, lots of different content coming from our students. And if you're ever if you're a student and you'd like to start your own show, you can reach out to us about that. We're always looking to have more student-run shows. But unless any of you guys have anything else that you wanted to share, they're shaking their heads no. That is a wrap, I think. So we will see you guys next Friday. There is News You Need coming up right after this at 12:30, so stay tuned.